Hello, once again, playing Duke Nukem 2, going up inside an alien space volcano. What is up? Yeah, that's right, the hog excitement. It's so exciting when I squeeze my hog. Alright, it's time to begin episode 3. I am on a roll. Let us continue this roll. There ain't no stopping the game wolf train, choo-choo. Got an image of me using... It's an image of Duke Nukem using the fucking fire gun. That's wonderfully excellent. Alright, here's what I thought was a lava level, but it's kind of like got a green background from some other level, but... Okay, yeah, sure. So, where does that mean in terms of this? Like, I fell back in another hole coming out of the prison. Now I'm under the mantle, I guess, except there's some sort of facility down here? Who can say? I cannot say. I'm sure I've heard this music already too, but that's okay. Want to get reminded of your tips once again? Sure. Remember those birds all the way back to level 2? They still exist. Did you forget about them? They're absolutely annoying, because they dive bomb you. Now in combination with, well, the spider... I swear, the spider bots are like the Goombas. They just show up everywhere. Just everywhere. And you think they'd be so easy to deal with, but they mess with you more like micro Goombas. I'm still not sure where those TVs are coming from, because they're just kind of like entering from the stage right. Interesting, my radar shows me the lava fall, I think. Okay, there's lava squirting upwards. That's nice. This is what happens when you squeeze Rigel 4 like toothpaste. I swear I can get that right sometimes. It looks like I need the orb because this thing's right here. Wonderful. You know, for all we know, it might not even be, or rather, because it's an alien planet. Sure, yeah, okay, lava, but maybe it's not as hot here. If you want to, I don't know, anyone want to make up some fucking fan fiction for Duke Nukem 2? Like, you really need to. I've heard some people do fan fiction for, like, FPSs, especially Doom, because it was popular, but, like, having actual fan fiction on it, like, while you make your own custom mod and story, it's like, yeah, okay. I mean, at the time, it was probably a new concept, so to speak. I say that because it was already being done since Wolfenstein 3D, at the very least, but... Okay. I've also grabbed the key. By the way, the hint is about this key. How could I have fucked up so royally in doing things in the way that you're not expecting me to do them? That's what happens when I have a bit of free roaming. And that's what happens when you put a box next to a fire, because I didn't have a nice place to shoot it. Come with my lasers once again. I'd say you see with this game you had completed to offer, but there's still some shit you haven't seen yet. I mean that. It can surprise you after giving you a bunch of samey levels. I say samey, but it's more like stuff you've seen, even in a different context. You know, get those radar dishes again. And all that kind of junky junklies. Got my TV shirties for my TV shirt fans that I shoot out of a t-shirt cannon. Yeah, that's insane. Although I understand the point, because, if you have a big crowd, it's like, I can't give t-shirts to people fast enough. You use an armament. Also, it tastes like mint on your armor. Delicious. So if you wear mint armor, let me know. Mint armor wearers in the comments. I'm gonna find like one guy 50 years later be like, "It's me! I'm the mint armor guy. This guy knows me all the way back in 2021, 27-1 kids." It's like, okay. Okay, man. Future man. Like, that's so funny. You're commenting on this a different year. Wow, you're so special. Yes, I know. It is very fascinating gun work. When you shoot the gun. This gun is the best gun ever. I'd say. It's the most useful gun. Well, no, the flamethrower is pretty damn good. But it can't go through walls now, can it? You can fucking fly with it, though, so I guess it's got that going for it. Don't worry, though. If you miss the ability to fly after this game, you won't. you will embrace it with open arms and open source. So what I'm saying is, if your arms are not open to the idea of being able to read them, maybe your arms are closed source. Maybe human DNA is closed source. You ever think of that? Where's the source code on my DNA, man? I need to see it. Damn it. Yeah. Whenever someone asks me about Monsanto, it's like, oh, you don't like genetically engineered corn. That's not it. Nope. That's fine. I know about all the artificial foods. Nah, man. I mean copywriting food. That is anal. So don't. Yes, hello. I'd like to copyright DNA. No. Because you know that kind of shit leads to. We'll just go back to, like, you know, it'll be copyright law applied to slavery. I'm not even joking. Oh, well, anything for money as long as people will just do whatever. And, yeah. Although I feel like people do whatever because we get sick and tired of everything. All the damn time. From every corner of the world. But yes, the hint has already told me what I've done already. Which I suppose is good, because the key isn't exactly in a memorable spot. Is it? No. Just kind of come across it without any clue that it was there. I thought it was just another item, but nah, it was the key. Probably the first time that's happened, where the key's just out in the open like that. I'd be like, oh, right. Did I actually say what the hint was beforehand again? That's okay. Anyway, it didn't matter because I got the fucking hint globe before the key. I got, like, the key after. I got the key before the hint globe, and then the hint globe tells me to get the key. So, am I really screwing it up? The choice is yours. I was thinking of Olmec in the Legend of the Hidden Temple, making a joke post about how that Super Mario Brothers cartridge sold for way too much money because of the obvious scamming. And I thought I used a picture of that as, like, the artifact the kids get as the ancient treasure. Yeah, modern ancient treasures. The choice is yours, Silver Monkeys, as you attempt to excavate the Commodore 64 with Betamax, only at Universal Studios. Or something. The gargoyles are here. I guess we just kind of litter the place with them. Somehow not a problem, because they give me enough time to screw with them, unlike the Green Panthers. Which I have to be really more careful about, because they still catch me off guard, because they're fast, alright? My reaction time can only be so good when the screen with me, like, shortens. That's something you have to focus on when you're doing, like, a Sonic game, 'cause it's like, oh man, where's the reaction time? I'm going too fast! Help me, reflexes! Got the K. They call me Duck Nukem. Quack. Quack-a-lackin'. Hey, what's quackin'? Lava quack. Lava. Hey, green stuff. What is that green stuff? Does it go with red? Is it Christmas on Rigel 4? Yeah. Will I do single episode nonsense of things and mods? Someday. I blame me, but no. The reason why I avoided single episode stuff in the first place is because I don't know what it is with the internet lately, but even with, like, mods of old stuff, it's like, alright, here's a part of a thing I'm releasing right now, and you don't know when it's actually going to be released, because it could take, like, 10 or 20 years. And the best example I have of that is of Sonic Roll Blast 2. Who can say when that's finished? It's been around since the 90s, okay? There's like a whole generation that has passed while this game has been in development. That's super crazy to me. So, like, I understand if you need to spend time developing your game, but that is like an evolutionary project. Like, I imagine something like that is happening with Minecraft, so to speak, if you want a more popular example. I mean, both are pretty full experiences already in themselves, and to say that they're not complete, it's just like, well, what are you doing? Who can say? I mean, like I said, I like it, but it's like, that's one of those things I can't well, not Minecraft, I mean, Sonic Royal Blast 2, I can't LP it because I don't know what the goal point is. I gotta be careful of that when someone wants me to try out their mods, which is fine, again, for streaming Misk, but not for, like, my LPs. And that also actually happened to me on some Mario ROM hacks, so, yeah, I was doing Classic Mario World, and then guess what happens, like, a few months later? He's like, I released the Definitive Edition. I'm like, oh, fuck off. You know, so I'm gonna have to do that again. Not that it'll be any harder, just, I need an excuse, I guess. So yeah, when you release a new mod, I'm gonna wait a little bit before doing it as an LP project, okay? Is that fair? Especially if I find bugs. Those well, people will understand that. Like, I get that. And the solution to that is to just hire beta testers or something. Or get in touch with testers before you actually release your work. Although you can't catch everything. So, again, I wait for all the bugs to be ironed out. Speaking of, Worms Armageddon still gets updates. What's with that? Earthquake! Oh, wait. We had this theme before in episode 2. We not only had this music, we had the earthquake, had the same background. What is the big difference with this level, then? Well, we still got those wooden walls. Now we have these little chambers. I suppose that's different. I really don't mind all the slope textures. I thought it'd be a problem considering the hitboxes and my jumping movement. I guess it's not a problem. This is a problem, though. This spike is guarding this place. But that's okay, though, because it has a pack of cans. Really, though, what would end up happening is if I would be close to losing all my health, then I have to walk through here, then die unceremoniously. So yeah, fuck that. Yes, we got gargoyles again. Although they're more like the gargoyle dog from Gargoyles, or whatever the fuck that thing was. It was like Bronx. It's Bronx. The gargoyle dog thing. Not that there's anything wrong with him. It's just you have to regard him as more of an animal than a sentient gargoyle creature, right? They just needed the team dog, and you know, turns out he's actually intelligent. It's fine. He's trusty, he's rusty, he's altogether husky. Tiny dog adventures about my tiny dogs. Interesting. So, if I go up high enough while this thing's exploding, the firebox is too low off screen, so it doesn't actually do anything. How wow is that? Also, I couldn't have possibly gotten that thing without shooting it. That's a little silly. Rip max score hunters. They died the way they lived, maximizing the points in the most unnecessarily way possible. I am here and here again. Yes, that is what we do here at the Duke Nukem Zone. Yes, I swear I'll have a lot more to talk about. Maybe, sometimes. Is that what this red box tells you? It tells your face to give you hundreds of points. I don't know if eyeball aliens are here before, but hey, eyeball aliens. Oh wait, are those new? Or were those also in episode 2? Those little Uniracer guys. I forgot about them. They're not actually that bad to deal with, but they're actually acclimated to these slopes, unlike the spider bots. So, yeah. In case you're wondering if that was some purposeful stuff the way the spider bots work, I guess it is. Or they did it and then realized, man, we need stuff that moves on slopes specifically, on part of the ground. It's like, yeah, okay. Makes me think of the wheelie from the Kirby games, the way it moves, kinda. I think that's appropriate. Yes, I did the smart thing and looked up and get those things out of there before I even headed over there much later. This is what's called as a power move. Cameras in the slopes. Cameras marked on Snopes.com. I advertise your website for free because I don't get paid and I'm just making a joke anyway. Even though it's terrible, what is humor if not just saying anything, so to speak? Subjective. That's what it is. A lot of things can be subjective. What we can do about it. Why did I have to fall down? I have to wander around going back up like a dingus, and isn't that special? I suppose it would be. I suppose a suppository is in order from my repository of suppositories. Okay, can we... That wasn't even worth it. Unbelievable! I have been bamboozled once again. The dark, is dark material that the Necronomicon, starring Duke Nukem as Bruce Ash Campbell thing. Yes. There was this funny thing about if they'd make a Duke Nukem movie if Bruce Campbell was starred in it, and it's just like, nope. It just like turns him down pretty easily. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think he's supposed to be taken seriously. I know why. It's because the dude did the 3D, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's not within his purview, excuse me. Pay-per-view. It's like when you spend money to get analysis stuff. What the hell is that? Jeez, I got crushed. Is that what the kids are calling it now? Get crushed. Orange, crash you. Episode 33333. That's the kind of shit I like to say. I know, it's all so tiresome. I know. It's okay. We here at Gaming World of LLC apologize for any conflicts within your mind space about my mind space possibly interacting with your mind space. Do you mind? No, I need some space. Just a delectable molecule. It's probably made of pure sugar. Or pure carbohydrates. What else do you think it would be? Oh no, man, it's supposed to be metaphorical, alright? I've gone rapidly, once again, with my rapid fire. I don't know if I'm big on the whole temporary stuff, but I get why you'd have temporary invincibility, so maybe I am okay with it, and you can just fuck off. Oh, Redbox, what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, Redbox, so yeah, I'm gonna get my DVD out of this one. Or Blu-ray, rather. You guys do that at all? Like, I think it's a really good alternative to streaming servers, just like, you know, quick rental from a vending machine. Sure. That's fine. Although, that's probably one of the many things that would have put Blockbuster out of business. Oops. Hey, I think there's stuff up there, but how does one get up there? Probably due to the flames of perdition. Right now. Yes. With your fire sticks. That's what I call my gun. A boomstick. That's right. It's a stick that goes boom. Which is, you know, kind of funny in Army of Darkness, because, you know, I would have assumed in that time, like, because, you know, Asia had gunpowder since the 1000s. There's no reason cannons couldn't have existed in medieval times, and I'm pretty sure they fucking did, so they would know what this boomstick thing was. They'd be like, a portable cannon. Right? Like I'm pretty sure, and if they didn't, you know, the upper class would have them. I know there's something like that where there's like a medieval gun that royalty had. It was like one of a kind. Like there wasn't that many ever made, and it's just like imported from gunpowder ideas from China or something like that, you know. So, yeah. I suppose if I'm going to be playing a lot of games with guns, I should know some things about actual guns, huh? I'll leave that to realists and, like, the gun wiki. I'm sure there's a lot to learn. Like, why were so many different kinds of guns made in, like, the same way you make so many different kinds of cars? Like, I guess sometimes you want to design these things, but so many were made that you have to wonder what the point of half of these were. Especially when you want to release new content based on realism, like they do with New Call of Duty. It's like, okay, we got to get out the obscure weapons. Kind of like what they do in the Batman franchises, is where they're like, oh, we've used Joker one too many times again. And so they try to use some other villains and be like, who's this guy? It's not like you can't use them, it's just doing it in the absence of the main supervillain does seem kind of weird. That's why the last Batman cartoon didn't really work out. Even though I kind of liked it. Was that CGI one, Beware the Batman? I liked it. I watched the whole thing. It was only like one season. It even had fucking Deathstroke in it, so that was cool. I don't know. It could have gotten better. I guess what was weird was Alfred being more like Jason Statham. Which, okay, but like, why? And then having Katana instead of Robin or something. That seemed very strange. Like, it's not too out there in terms of why Batman would have Katana around, but why fucking without Robin? Pretty sure that happened after Robin with all the outsider things and whatnot, right? Because that was the thing that happened with, like, you know, the younger justices. Oh my goodness. I can see the green rocks. I suppose it's limestone, except limestone isn't quite that green. That's a little silly pants. Here comes my computer card, which I shove in your mouth, and it tastes so good. It tastes like silicon. That's right. Silicon Valley is really all about breast augmentation. Wow. I figured it out. I know what California is now. Ding, 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 New Los Angeles. Actually, you know, it does mention Neo Los Angeles, but it's like, wait a minute. I've never been to Neo Los Angeles. Is that something we're gonna do, like, if we wait long enough in the future? Be like, yes, it's the new New York, or something. Which I'm sure could happen, but it's also like, that's something you do when you actually settle a new place and name it after it. Still waiting on the whole colonizing other planets thing. It's pretty much the only way we're gonna get out of our trash heap of a planet right now. Well, that and running out of room. Because no matter how much you make your planet, if you want to make more life, you're gonna have to live somewhere else. That's the reality of it. And then we'll have like other planet accents and languages. Won't that be interesting? I know English won't be the dominant language of the universe. Possibly, you would never know. Which is why I'm free to say pretty much anything, because it would probably be ununderstandable far in the future. Be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But they won't say it like that. They'll say and be like, blogger bleak, a blogger bleep. And they'd be like, blogger bleak? Gaming wolf, blogger geek bleep? Yeah. Alright, next time we go back to the sewer. Back to the sewers! Just like TMNT Back to the Sewers, which was like that final arc of the 2003 cartoon. Now you know. And knowing is approximately 50% of the battle, but not quite exactly. I want to give a little margin of error.